Hi, my name is Adam Hancock. I'm from the small town of Republic, Washington, and I plan to teach high school English. This is my video for the Week 6 Dispositions Self-Assessment. So the first question is, what dispositions do you possess that will make you a successful teacher? First one for me is educators should promote and support curiosity and encourage active inquiry. Especially in the English classroom, I think creativity is hugely important, and with things like the Common Core and the focus on standardized testing, creativity gets left behind. And that's something that I'm not going to allow to happen in my classroom. And I think keeping kids engaged is going to be a big part of that. You know, part of my educational philosophy is that students learn the most and the best when they are emotionally invested in the work. And so for me, that's, like I said, that's going to be promoting a classroom environment where students are encouraged to interpret things differently and to have their own unique ideas about something, not just a right and wrong answer about a piece of literature. I think that's going to be the best way to get kids invested in what they're doing, and then the most learning is going to happen. So that's an area of strength for me. The second one would be teachers understand the impact of community involvement and servant leadership as it applies to the welfare of others in the educational setting. So I do a lot of coaching and volunteering. And like I said, my town has a population of about 1,000. It's a small town. And so I think community involvement is huge here. It always has been. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody in the community is invested in the welfare of our students and our education system. And so for me, I've always kind of built relationships with people in this community since I was young, and so I'm a known person here. And I want to continue to maintain and build those relationships and encourage community members to come out to school activities and to support the students and to be involved in education. I think it's hugely important everywhere, but especially in a small community like this. The second question is, what dispositions do you need to work on before you enter the classroom? So for me, one that I really believe in but that I need to be careful about is educators should model integrity by their words and actions. So for me, once in a while I like to go out and have a beer with my friends, right, at the local brewery. I think maybe a better idea is to invite my friends over and have a beer in the privacy of my own home, just because educators are held to a higher standard than other people, and maybe it's not the best idea for parents to see me having a beer or two with my friends. Maybe it's better done in the privacy of my own home, and that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. That's fine. Another thing is that I have tattoos. They're not as stigmatized as they used to be, but they are sometimes looked down upon, and they're something that I wear proudly, and they all mean something to me, but I just want to be careful about it and not hide them, but be open about it. That's my strategy for dealing with it, is to be open about it and to talk to people about it. It's part of my culture and part of my diversity. The third question is, what does a professional educator look like and how do they behave? What standards guide their thinking and actions? So a professional educator dresses professionally. That's my opinion. My stepdad was a teacher he's been a teacher for over 25 years, and he's always been the sharpest dressed guy at the school. He always wears a tie, he always looks nice, he's always dressed professionally. That's something I've taken from him, and that's something I plan to, do in my classroom and in my career as a teacher. How do they behave? Well, they behave as professionally as they dress, right? I plan to act like a professional. I plan to lead by example. I plan to model integrity. That's something that's important. You got to be a role model for kids, and so that's how I think they behave. What standards guide their thinking and actions? Basically all these dispositions that we're talking about this week. These are the things that teachers need to keep in mind in every decision they make. Essentially, believe all students can learn, be sensitive to individual learning and cultural diversity, behave ethically, maintain confidentiality, promote curiosity, be professional but be warm at the same time, understand the impact of community involvement, and be committed to the profession of teaching and learning. Put your heart into it. Give all you can to this profession. That's what a successful teacher looks like to me. Thanks for watching.